Hi everyone. In this particular tutorial, we are going to test our connectivity between the client and the install SQL Server instance. To quickly do a first round of testing once you receive your, install SQL Server instance from your Windows administrator or anybody. Okay. Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to test the connectivity of our install SQL Server instance from a client machine. So as you have seen that we have installed our SQL Server instance, not to worry about why this particular role is stopped because I have stopped the SQL Server agent. So let's quickly expand a bit, click here, go to resources. So this is our SQL Server instance up and running, and this is our network name, SQL GTP1. Now to test the connectivity, first of all, we need to do a couple of things. The first thing is we need to check whether the server principal names are properly registered. So to read about server principal name, I will paste the link to get more details on what server principal name is. So normally organizations tend to not have a service account which can create objects onto Active Directory. So they restrict the service account and register the server principal name manually. I will just quickly show you how to get the list of all SPNs registered and how we can use them to test the connectivity and firewall, etc. So let's go to our client machine. So I have a command prompt running here. So let's quickly resize it. Now we will use the set SPN exe. So set SPN -L, and now you can give this service account name, which is in my case is, so it will go to the Active Directory, bring all the SPNs registered. So now you can see that I have two SPN registered, for one with the port and one with my network name. So by the moment I'm gonna test this, it will just route it to my SQL instance. So to test whether my service principal names are registered properly, I will just create a UDL file and open it up, and I have my network name. First I'm going to just test with my network name and say test within anti-integration security. So you see the test connection succeeded. The other way is if you go back to the provider, go to SQL Server Native Client 11.0, click next, and here put the server name like the network name, like SQL GTP, and copy this SPN, go to Windows Integrated Security and paste your server principal name and click test connection. So this is going to fail because I just provided a wrong name. So let me correct the name and try again. Now you can see that the text connection succeeded. So this is one way of this connecting. Let's connect it using our SQL Server Management Studio. Go to the database engine, provide the name, connect. Now this is connected. Now let's try another with fully qualified domain name. And try one more time with the IP, with the port number. So it's connected. Let's do a TCP check, just like this, TCP colon connect. Now it's connected. Now one more test we can do, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So with a short name. So we are able to connect. Now let's query and see that, how basically these connections look like within SQL Server. Select asterisk from sys.dm underscore execute underscore connections. So this is the DMV which will provide you those information. Now you can see that one of my authentication for session number 51 is NTLM and rest of them are Kerberos. So now let's see that what this session 51 is. So this is a SP underscore server diagnostic sleep, which is basically, so this is basically to capture the diagnostic data and health information about the SQL Server to detect potential failures. You can read more about, I will paste the link in the description section. I will paste the link in the description section. Now the rest of them are Kerberos authentication, which means that you get a token from the Active Directory before you make a connection. So I will show you how basically we can list out our Kerberos tickets. So if we go to the client, open our command prompt and just write down klist, so you will see all the Kerberos tickets issued from this server. But now we need to check whether we have a Kerberos ticket for our SQL Server or not. So what we will do is, so we will get our klist and then write down the SPN. So what we can do is, we have this SPN, just paste it here and write get, so that we know that we have a ticket or not. So if we go a little up, you will see a ticket to the particular SPN has been retrieved successfully. So we are getting our Kerberos ticket. But in case if you get an error, then you need to engage your Windows administrator to find out what is the problem, to narrow down the issue as well. Now that is one thing. Now in case if you are able to get the Kerberos ticket back but you're still not able to connect, the other way is that you need to do a ping and see whether you're able to get the ping back or not. In case if you're not able to get the ping back, means there is some network problem. So you need to engage your network administrator or Windows administrator, whoever looks after that. So this is how basically we do a preliminary investigation in terms of connectivity testing from a client to the SQL Server. Now I had prepared a query which I will paste in the description section. So let me quickly open that. So we will just see how many sessions are there. Oops, sorry. Let's execute this. So these are the SPID sessions, and having all this from where the program and the connections are coming from, entity domain, username, and the rest of the things. So this is how we basically do connectivity testing from client to the server. So that's all in this. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.